This should be the guest of honor's room. Time to see who's inside.
Yes? Who is it?
That sounds like... Excuse me. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
It's you! It's really, really you!
Your Highness.
How did you get here? Please don't tell me it is. I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would...
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really lonely. I'm here for you now, though. I might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
So that's what you've been doing all this time?
Yeah, I was happy all of us were able to get back together again. But then yesterday, I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne. That's why I'm here, talking to you.
I do recall thinking things were a little noisier than usual yesterday. Now I know why. Strange as it may sound, I suppose I owe the Duke my thanks. After all, if not for his invitation, we wouldn't have been able to find each other like this.
Sorry. I wish I could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Incidentally,
You want to know where Elise is, right? She's not on this ship, I'm afraid. I can't say for sure, but I believe she's been taken to the same place as my parents.
Really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere, and apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant. So it's likely wherever they've been taken, she's right there with them.
Really? I'm not sure whether to feel relieved.
I can hardly blame you.
But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision. I believe he's using me to suppress potential rebellion in areas occupied by the Alliance by having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up, using you like that.
I don't especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war.
But at the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them. Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
Yes, but... Oh, why even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Rean? Anyway, putting my feelings aside, I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well, I'm really not sure what to do. The longer this war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it. But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action. And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
I see.
There's so much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will? And then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things.
That wasn't your fault, Rean.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her. I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son, and she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well,
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. She should have been terrified of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before. And that was when I swore, deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. And that's why I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise. If I should put her before everything else, even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs.
Rean. As your honorary little sister, I order you to get a hold of yourself!
What? Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Rean, she's already told me so much. She told me about how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword. She told me how traumatic that moment was for you. How what happened stays with you And she even told me that, while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because it meant that your attention, your guilt, and your sense of responsibility were directed towards her and no one else. And she knew more than anyone how selfish that was. She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estrella. But her main reason was that she didn't want you to keep feeling guilty because of her. More than anything else, she wanted to free you of your burdens. You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Rean. Please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
How could I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and that's not just true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fai, all my friends at Thor's, they've been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed some? I think I finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time. I was so focused on trying to protect others, I never stopped to think about how relationships go both ways. Others try to support me just like I try to support them, and I have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon. But better to realize late than never, because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. And I've got you to thank for that. Forget honorary. You sounded just like my real sister for a minute. So, thank you. I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than...
A pity, but you're right. I was rather hoping we could stay like this a little while longer. But I suppose all good things have to come to an end. Take care of yourself, Rean. I'll leave Elise's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please. Why are you shaking your head?
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this. I will get the two of us off this ship.
Right! So, do you have an escape plan?
Valimar, the Ashen Knight, is on the deck. He's chained up there, but if we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from here. First, though, we need to find a way to get out of this part of the ship without anyone noticing.
All right, then. I never imagined I'd be running away from here with you at my side. Elise is going to be so envious.
Anyway, let's get going. There are a lot of very strong people here, so try to keep your voice down.
Not to worry.
This looks... Thought so. It's a vent.
Well, that's convenient. Might it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think?
Most likely. Still, I can't very well ask a princess.
Nonsense, Rean. Of course you can. I'm ready to begin.
But it's going to be all dark inside.
A little bit of darkness and dirt never hurt anyone. I had to travel through some fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdallr. All right? How about I go first? I'm smaller than you,
No, definitely not. Well, as long as you're all right with it. But I'll be going.
All right, then.
You'd think a princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
I'm surprised. It's not dirty at all in here.
Maybe it's because the ship's newly built?
Oh, there's a corner.
We must be past the guest area then. Looks like we're in the clear for that part of the ship at least.
My, that was intense. It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular.
Anyway, here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught.
What is it?
Soldiers are coming this way. Keep us in.
It feels like the closest thing we have to someone ordinary around here is that kid. It's pretty nerve-wracking having to be around them all.
I just wish I could get to see Princess Alphen in person.
Oh.
What?
Too late! Now's our chance. Let's get him! Here I go. Second form. Gale! Now! How careless!
Gladly! Arcus, activate! Yeah!
Huh! Huh! Let's move. Burn to ash. Fall! Now's our chance.
Ha! Right! Arcus, activate! Ha! It's my turn. Ah. Ha! Gladly! Arcus, activate! Ha! Gladly! Ah.
My turn. Ha! How careless!
That wraps things up in a neat little bow.
Oh, you're strong.
Are you all right, Your Highness?
Yes, I'm fine. Let's be going. I'll be sure to stay very close to you.
Good.
Good luck, Rean!
Here I go. Second form. Gale!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate! Yeah! That wraps things up in a neat little bow. Are they mechanical monsters?
They're called archaisms.
I don't suppose escaping through the windows would be an option.
Probably not. We'll have to do this the long way. Sit! Let's take him out! My turn. Second form. Gale!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate!
My turn. Burn to ash. Fall! Now's our chance. Your Highness!
It's my turn.
Thanks.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate!
My turn. We'll cut our own path.
There they are! Recover the princess!
Whew!
2 soldiers, 1 military monster. Stay back, please.
Right! Good luck, Rean!
Here I go. Second form. Gale! Now's our chance.
Ha!
How careless!
Gladly! Arcus, activate!
Huh! Let's move. Yeah.
Right!
Thanks. Let's move. There. Ha! How careless!
Gladly!
Thanks. Let's move.
Gladly! Arcus, activate! That wraps things up in a neat little bow.
Great. I'm shocked how skilled you are with arts.
You are? You're so sweet.
let's move.
Gladly. Arcus, activate!
My turn. Second form, gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves. Enemy sighted. Let's take him out. My turn. Now! Your Highness!
Understood! It's my turn.
My turn. Second form, gale! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Oh, look! A staircase!
Hopefully this will lead to the deck. How did you get ahead of us?
Ha ha! I'll freely admit I wasn't actually expecting you to join, but not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine you'd try to flee the ship with our dearest princess.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that.
I wasn't expecting to run into either of you on the way out either. You guys aren't called the Phantom Thief and Duvalie the Swift.
Trying to praise us won't get us.
Ha ha! Princess Alphin is one of this nation's most precious treasures. You surely couldn't have thought that I, the Phantom Thief, would allow you to...
I'm not being stolen by anyone. If anything, I was the one who whispered sweet nothings into his ear.
Oh my! What a passion! You've no doubt taken after your brother in more ways than one.
I'd like to believe that I'm not quite the oddball he is. I couldn't agree more with his belief that love is the truest form of beauty, however.
Really now?
They're actually hitting it off.
I think that's enough messing over. You're an enforcer, Blue Blanc. Take your work seriously.
Ha ha! I think the number of enforcers who take things seriously are in the minority, I'm afraid. Still, you're right about us having played around for long enough. I find the many mysteries surrounding you fascinating, but there's a certain appeal to them remaining forever unsolved.
You may think yourself a swordsman, but allow me to show you how little you truly know.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The gap in skill between us is small enough that I should be able to force our way through.
Oh?
Small? The difference in our strength is like night and day, you boor! And if you're foolish enough to be unable to see that, then allow me to make you realize your folly and pay for your arrogance.
The one being foolish and arrogant is you.
My.
Rean?
I owe me being able to do this to you, Your Highness. You and Elise, no. Everyone who's done anything to aid us in coming this far.
What's happened to him?
Could this be your ogre power?
8 leagues, 1 blade school, intermediate level. I, Rean Schwarzer, will be your opponent.
I will enjoy this.
This is his ogre power?
Come, my minions.
Gather on my blade.
How can this be happening? What is he?
Ha ha ha! Splendid! So you finally conquered your power and made it your own, did you? You continue to fascinate me, Rean.
Rean,
Forgive me, Your Highness.
what for?
Goodness!
Wait just a...
Whoa, what's going on here?
I don't know, but I don't think it's worth us chasing after them.
We'll make our way directly to the deck. Are you all right, Your Highness?
Yes, perfectly. My heart just feels as if it's about to burst.
That doesn't sound very fine.
Come on, is now really the time to be flirting with each other?
You're here too.
You got some real guts, kiddo. But you ain't getting past us.
Zephyr's guard shall not be easily broke.
Looks like he's picked up a few tricks from our fee.
The targets have broken our line of defense. Commencing pursuit.
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Can I hold on to you a little tighter?
Of course.
Targets in sight, commencing capture. My suspicions outlining you as an indecent person.
Can you not make me out to be some kind of pervert all the time?
Target lost. I may have underestimated you, Rean Schwarzer, in more ways than one.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I didn't really have any choice but to do that. I realize that's no excuse.
I know you didn't, but She seemed even younger than me.
How could you, Rean? That truly is indecent.
Try not to pay any attention to what she says about me. There's the exit.
Don't change the subject.
That's the Ashen Knight? Isn't that... Crow?
Huh. So that's how it manifests for you.
You finally mastered that power you got, huh? Still, you're one busy guy. One minute you're down in the dumps, the next, you've got one of the cutest girls in the country cheering you up.
Well, I can't deny it, but she wasn't the only one. It was my sister.
Come on.
Can't say I'm not curious to see what that power of yours can do, but I think you get priority here.
Yeah, let me have this one.
Your Highness, if you don't mind.
All right.
This is your first time fighting me without the mask on, I think. With our Divine Knights, I come out on top. But let's see who wins when it's just the two of us.
Sounds good to me. You managed to win against 3 of us at once in the catacombs below Heimdallr. But it's just you and me now. And this time, I'll be...
Go ahead and try. All right, you ready, Rean?
My turn. Camera.
Not bad.
Here we go.
Eat this!
Here we go. There.
Sit!
Here we go. There. Here we go.
Damn.
That's what I can really do. All right.
You actually did it. I sure wasn't expecting you to beat.
You fought pretty well yourself. Couldn't have been easy to last as long as you did against me like this.
Rean!
Why did this happen? Guess your luck ran out.
Ha! We finally caught up to you.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular?
But I think you may have been slightly too...
That wasn't a bad fight. Even if you lost, at least...
Your Highness, please move. Hey, don't be too rough with... Look sharp.
Crimson Wings? Ugh.
What are you all?
Sorry for the wait, Rean.
Yo, we're here to save the day.
You caught us all off guard back in Ymir.
So this time we opted to take the initiative.
We meet again, severing chains. And I see you brought the purple lightning.
She brought more than that. Check out the Icy Maiden and that big shot arts user from the Bracer Guild.
We couldn't ask for a more impressive.
Here it comes again.
Your lordship!
Uncle Victor!
It's good to see you again, Rean. And it relieves me to see you're none the worse for wear, Your Highness.
Ugh! The Radiant Blade Master is here too.
Huh. You're strong.
That's quite the nod coming from the blazing demon himself. I can see now why you're considered one of the fiercest in Erebonia, and why some even claim you to be the Steel Maiden's equal.
Well, I know who I'm gonna be.
Don't you go forgetting about us now.
You're all here too?
Are you okay, Rean?
Looks like we've landed in the middle of something.
And not a moment too soon.
You came!
Glad to see you're all right. You certainly seem to have kept yourself busy. Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Rean, are you?
He gave me the time of my life. You guys were having that much fun.
And with our princess, Rean?
To think we were so worried about you.
You're not supposed to take it literally.
So this is what you threw me out of Valimar for? Crow, you're...
It feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
You're looking spiffy, Crow.
I'm hanging in there. Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though. How are we even gonna settle this?
That is the question, isn't it? I'd roughly estimate both sides to be of equal strength.
Yeah? So we'd probably just end up at a stalemate, huh? Oh, doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have ourselves a party instead.
Ha ha ha! I could never turn down a party!
That sounds simply wonderful.
I'll bring the booze.
Ah! No, no, no! Can't one of you take this a little more seriously?
This is getting us nowhere.
Look who decided...
Krianos,
Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a witch might still be lacking, but that transportation spell was exceptional. I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time. I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger.
Vida.
Can't say I understand why we should.
It's not our place to question the orders of our clients.
Whatever. Gives me something to look forward to.
Okay. See ya, Fee.
Next time we meet.
Yep.
Aww, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to talk.
I expect we will have multiple opportunities to do so in the near future.
Well, catch you later, Phantom Thief.
Or not. You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
Tut tut! There's no need to be so harsh. It's a shame we couldn't resume our debate on the nature of beauty this time.
I could wax eloquent about beauty till I'm old and gray, but honestly, I think it's about time we settled things between us.
Next time we meet, Radiant Blade Master and his daughter, it will be to battle.
Well, I certainly have no objection to that.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my house, but should we be granted the opportunity, I would gladly settle things with you in battle.
Yes, well, let's not be too hasty. I can wait.
Guess that wraps things up for now. You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room for improvement, especially when it comes to piloting Valimar. So unless you're up for another beatdown, I suggest you get to work on fixing that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and just to you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were. Oh, now that you mention it, he does have the same voice as that mystery caller. I did think he sounded familiar. That must have been because I'd heard it during your concert at the festival.
Damn, looks like the jig is up.
You really did that? Oh, Crow, there's no shame in admitting that you...
And if I might be so bold as to offer a word of advice, get Valimar a better sword. One like, if you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
I can't pretend to know much about this kind.
He's right. Eastern blades like my Tachi are the heart and soul of the 8 leaves 1 blade style swordsmanship. All right, I'll take your advice. And when I've got myself one, I'll finally take everything back. The Academy, the Lease, and even you, Crow.
If that's how you want it, I'd like to see you try.
Full speed ahead!
Commence retreat from this airspace.